Baquari, aka BaquariSade, and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today, I decided to create my YouTube channel after many requests, many prayers, many people encouraged me to do it. I'm like, why y'all want me to do it? I'm not that special, but why not me? So I decided to do it. You'll be seeing things that I'll be sharing, like many of my experiences that I'm going through on my YouTube channel. Like I'm redecorating my room. So once I'm finished with that, you'll be able to see the final results. Unfortunately, I don't have any befores because I didn't think of it. You'll also be able to see, let me think. Oh yes, I'm going through a weight loss journey. So you'll be able to share that experience with me. Also, like I said, interacting with my family. I'll show some things that we do. We do have a church, and that is a huge part of our lives, that we're always doing something in church. So, yeah. So today, what I'm gonna do to start off my YouTube channel, because I'll have gotten many requests as to share my foundation routine. So I'm gonna do that today. This is just how I like to personally do my own foundation. To me, or complexion. Actually, I'm gonna do the full complexion. There's no wrong or right way, especially when you're doing it on yourself. Like whatever makes you feel good, like get it. Also, you can see I already have my eyes, my brows and stuff done, just because I really wanted to be focused on my complexion and what I do to get that going. I've also already skin prepped, so I've already did all my skincare. Also be doing a video on my skincare routine, so look for that to come soon. Okay guys, so let's get into this foundation routine. I have more of a kind of combination skin. I do get oily in my T-zone. I can kind of be dry sometimes on the outside, but mostly during the winter time. So I like when I put on my foundation, I like for it to look like skin. I like it for it to be still healthy, very luminous. I don't too much go for a matte look, just because I still want that nice glow. So let's get to it. Okay, so my first step that I do within my foundation routine, and you may think it's skincare, but for me, it's within my foundation. I'm going to add in this Glam Glow Glow Starter Moisturizer in the color Sun Glow. Onto my skin. This is a illuminating moisturizer. It just gives a little bit of a tint and a little bit of a glow to my skin. So I'm just gonna, as you can see, that little bit of glow that I'm just gonna put right there. I absolutely love this moisturizer. Even when I do not want to wear foundation, I put this moisturizer on because it's just so beautiful on my skin, and you know, keeps me looking nice and glowy. So I've added that moisturizer into my skin. Sometimes I'll even mix it in within my foundation, but today I didn't because your girl is about out. I'm barely getting anything out of this jar, so I do need to go refill. So the next thing I'm going to do, still focusing on keeping a nice healthy glow to my skin, I'm going to add in a little bit of a highlight. So this highlight that I'm using, my top broke, but it's gonna be from MAC. The color is Petal Power. I absolutely love this. This is actually a blush, but it comes off like a highlighter on me. So just those points again, I'm gonna highlight. And I'm doing this before I even put on my foundation. And like I said, even if I wanted to go out like this without foundation, I think I would be just fine. You know, who's gonna check me, boo? Okay, so one more highlighter that I'm going to add in before I do foundation. This is going to be another blush from Becca Cosmetics. It's called Blush Copper, and the color looks like this. And so I'm going to just kind of, again, go in those areas and lightly brush that onto my skin. So I'm kind of focusing just on the outside, not in my T-zone, just because, like I said, my T-zone gets oily, and this is where I really want the points of the highlights to hit. Okay. So next thing, I'm going to go in my T-zone and kind of mattify that area, because over during the day, I don't want it to get oily. And so I don't want to be feeling like gross. So I'm going to go in with the Smashbox Oil and Shine Control Primer. So if you're oily, this is definitely a good primer for you to use. It's going to mattify, and then also it's going to control oil for up to 12 hours. So I'll put it right here. As you can see, you can actually see a difference between this side and this side, because this side does not have any primer yet, but this side does. And so here we go, right here. Just gonna go on the nose. Here's my points where I tend to get really oily. Okay, good. So I still have my glow on the outside and a little oil and shine control on the T-zone. I'm gonna add one more primer, and that's going to be the Smashbox Photo Finish Smooth and Blur, just because I do have problems with my pores kind of being enlarged in my T-zone. So I just want to smooth it out and blur it just a little bit. And you know, if you don't have these problems, you don't have to do these steps. Or if you don't want to have all this glow on your skin, you don't have to do these steps. These are just things that I'm sharing on how I, complete my foundation look. Okay, so it was more kind of skin prep, other things that we did. But as you can see, it's really really kind of mattified in the T-zone area. It's blurred out. I love the original, the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, because it's like a filter in itself. It just really blurs out everything. Okay, so next we're gonna do a little color correcting. So right in here, maybe a mustache, I don't know. I have a little bit of darkness. So I'm just gonna kind of use my concealer and my color corrector. The color corrector that I'm gonna be using is the Coral in the Anastasia Cream Contour Kit. This kit is so hard to find. I don't even know if they still sell it, but it's still rocking with me. So we're gonna be using that today. And then the concealer that I will be using is the MAC NW45 Studio Finish Concealer. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dip a little bit my brush in a little bit of that coral color, and then I'm going to mix it with this concealer, just because I like my foundation can kind of get foundation concealer can kind of get too red for me. And if you're color correcting, you do want to use something that's okay. So the places that I'm going to be color correcting, again, right in here. Get rid of that mustache. And then I'm going to go in, sorry, I had to reach for that, with my beauty blender. Oh, I thought it was wet. Hold on. Okay, I'm back. So my beauty blender is dampened. I like for it to be really soaked when I use it. I just feel like it just makes the coverage lighter for me. So I'm just gonna the next area where I'm going to be doing some color correcting and also concealing is going to be under my eyes. I just have a little bit of darkness under my eyes. So using the same concealer and the same corrector.
I'm just going to come in right here and correct that. Using that. So, going in with my beauty blender.
Okay, so we have our concealing and color correction done. Now I'm finally going to go in with my foundation. So the foundation that I'm going to be using, it is going to be a full coverage foundation. It's my absolute favorite foundation. I've been using this for maybe over 6 years, and I absolutely love it. I've been using this even before it got its hype on Instagram. So it's going to be the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation. I'll be using this in the color Rich Cocoa. Yeah, Rich Cocoa. And so it is a full coverage foundation. And I mean, I'm not to say that I just absolutely have to have full coverage, but I love the consistency of this foundation, and I love how it stays on all day. Like once I apply my makeup, I do not mess with it anymore throughout the day unless I'm going to like take it off. So with this foundation, I really wish I would get a pump, but I don't have one at the moment. Need to put that on my list to get. Okay, so to kind of sheer out the coverage of this foundation, and that's a lot of foundation on my hand. I'm not gonna even use half of this, but like I said, I don't have a pump and a lot comes out. So that's the only thing I do not like about the foundation, but you can buy one. So I'm gonna do two. Let me grab another one. Okay, so I'm going to do like 2 pumps of the Vitamin Glow primer from Smashbox. Absolutely love this primer. Smashbox has like some of the best primers ever. So I'm just gonna mix that in there just to kind of sheer it out a little bit so it's not such full coverage on my skin. And when I apply it, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna use my fingers to apply it just right in there, right there. Look at that, like you can, like it's only a little bit of a difference. And so I'm gonna go in right here, again, using my fingers to just blend it out. A coworker of mine showed me this technique on how she does like her foundation when she wants that makeup, no makeup look. And I was like, I absolutely love this. Okay. So I'm just gonna dip a little bit of my beauty blender and just a little bit that's on my hand, and I'm just gonna continue to. Last dip. As you can see, I still have a lot of foundation on my hand. Told you, poured out too much. I wasn't going to use that much. I'm gonna add a little contour and like some highlight, and let's get this going. Okay. Okay, so a palette that I love to use for my contour too. Again, it's online, but you can't find it in stores. I don't know why. The deep contour kit you can't find in stores, and I'm almost out of it. I need to order another one. This is the Smashbox medium deep contour kit. Like you can just do this kit alone without the cream, and it's amazing. But just gonna go add in just a little bit more of that. I don't know who told everybody to take out the deeper contours at a store. And then the highlight color that is in this contour kit. First, I'm gonna put that under my eyes. Oh my gosh. I have to get another brush. Okay, so let me see. What do I have? Okay, I'll use this brush. I'm just gonna put the highlighting color. I'm gonna sweep it over my eyes. Right here and here. Okay. Next, I'm going to go in with some bronzer. This is going to be the MAC bronzer in Refined Gold is the color that I'll be using. See? I'll use the same brush that I highlighted with. Have that bronzer. Okay, so we're gonna add in some blush. Hopefully I don't drop this brush that I'm gonna use for my blush. So the blush that I'll be using is going to be the Smashbox Cali Kiss palettes, and it has 2 blushes in here. I'll be using actually both of these. I'm just gonna mix them together. Do that. And just kind of that right there. I absolutely love these blushes because they are so pigmented. Usually for deeper skin tones, it's kind of hard sometimes to find blushes that actually show on the skin. MAC has some good ones that show on the skin. Becca also has some good blushes for deeper skin tones. Okay, so what is next? What do we need? What do I need? Okay, so final step, I'm just gonna add in some more highlights because I want to keep it has a nice healthy glow, but I just want a little bit more glow. So I'm going back in with that MAC blush just to add on top of the blush I already have on. Look at that. Just right in there. Just a nice glowy skin. And then I'm just gonna do a little bit of that Becca blush too. But I'm gonna do a little bit more all over. Come around in here. I'll do it. Okay, so that is my foundation and complexion routine. As you can see, this quarantine hair. So I hope you enjoyed those tips and tricks that I gave. Like I say, do what fits you best, what you like to do for your foundation routine. Even when you're highlighting, contouring, I do not like it when people say, oh, that's the incorrect way, or I hate when people do this. No, do it for how you like to do it. So, that is it for today. Again, check back soon. Like, comment, and subscribe to my channel to find out more about what's going on in my life. Share, also tell your friends about it. And let's keep going and chit-chatting together. I will try to upload a video at least once a week, if time allows. But yeah, this was so fun and so interesting. Again, like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and let's go through this journey together.